Ani, Osho, welcome to our Returning to Spirit Roots of Reconciliation workshop. We're going to be spending the next 4 days here together, and so as a part of creating our space together, we'll begin with an opening. So, as part of our opening, I'd like to acknowledge that we are here gathered on the traditional territories of the 1850 Robinson Huron Treaty people, also the Three Fires Confederacy of the Odawa, Potawatomi, and Ojibwe people, and also most recently the Garden River First Nations and the Batchewana First Nations. And we'd like to acknowledge this traditional territory and give thanks for all of us being able to gather here today. As also part of our opening, I'd like to say have a smudge and have a prayer in preparing our space, our sacred space for the next 4 days. Abojo, Jamnido, Nim, Wapshka, Makwa, Indigenous Cause, Makwa, and Dodam, Wikwam Kong and Don Jaba, meanwhile Bawating and Donji, and Anishinaabe, Clay and Dow. Chimigwach, Jamnido, Kenegego, Gimish Young, Chimigwach, Manda, Gigi Jigat, Chimigwach, Misho, Miss Nokomis, Wabanang, Mina, Shkabe, Wasajik, Mina, Chimigwach, Misho, Miss Nokomis, Jawanang, Mina, Shkabe, Wasajik. Chimigwach misho miss nokomis Nigabi nong misho miss Shkabe was ajik. Chimigwach misho miss nokomis Giwed nong Mina Shkabe was ajik. Chimigwach Gijigong Mina Ake Mama King Mina Nasewin and those four elements of the air, fire, water, and earth. We say Chumigwach to all of the sacred medicines and beings that are a part of creation with us, the animals, the birds, the swimmers, and all of our families and our loved ones, our ancestors who are here with us from past, present, and future in this beautiful space that we are creating for each other. Thank you so much for being a part of this opening. Our opening is a very important piece of the workshop. We will have openings every day as a acknowledgement and preparation for the work that we're going to be doing here today. So welcome everybody to the Returning to Spirit Roots of Reconciliation workshop. I would also like to introduce myself. My English name is Constance Rose Manitowabi, and I'm so honored to be able to be here with you, to be spending the next 4 days in bringing some reconciliation to your life, to my life, to the community. And this is what we're here for. My Anishinaabe name is White Bear Wapshka Makwa, Makwa and Dodam and Bear Clan. I'm originally from Mukomakong First Nations and currently living here in Bawating, and this is where I raised my family and lived here for the last 30 years, so I feel really grounded and connected with everybody here in Bawating. Okay, so now that you know a little bit about me, and I'm most anxious and excited to hear, a little bit about you. We're going to do a greeting and introductions for each other. So we'll go and we'll start in the east here, and we're gonna go with the flow of creation in a circle. So I'd like to create this the space and time for everybody, if you can share your name, where you're from, and what are some of your hopes or intentions that you have? What brings you here to this space in our workshop today and for the next 4 days? Okay, and we'll start over here when everyone, we'll just take turns till everybody's done. Miigwech everybody for participating and doing that. A lot of the work that we're going to be doing over the next 4 days is a lot of sharing with each other, lots of conversation. The workshop's very interactive, and next, what we would like to do is we'd like to give space and opportunity for everybody, if everybody can stand up. And what we're going to do is we're going to do our greetings, our morning greetings, and this is an opportunity for you to acknowledge each other. So if you can go around with each other, and you can either, shake hands, you can nod, you can bow, or if you give each other a hug, and it's just saying good morning to everybody and each other. So we'll give a few minutes. Everybody get up and go to make sure you go around to everybody, give a good morning to everybody. All right, thank you everybody once again. So this is the foundation and an important piece for our workshop. Like the work that we're going to be doing over the next four days is very interactive and relationship building. This is what we're doing. We're building relationships with ourselves, with each other, and you're going to see that with also with life. And this is what reconciliation is. It's about building relationships and looking at our relationships. So we'll be doing this every morning. We'll start off with an opening. So we would like to, we've got this flip chart that's set up over here. And so we'll look for volunteers. So this morning, I did the opening, and it was a prayer and a smudge. And I'd like to, welcome you to give some thought about, how would you like to do an opening? Maybe you want to sing a song. Maybe you want to, tell a little story. But it's something that's, get us all started and creating our beginning of our day. So I'm just going to leave this flip chart here, and if you can please come up and if we can have a volunteer every morning to do that for us, and then we'll all, after we do our morning, we'll always do our greetings. We'll do our greetings with one another, and so that's something that you can count on for the next 4 days, and this is to, establish our relationship with each other and our relationship with the space that we're creating. So all right, so next thank you for that. So next, what we're going to do is talk a little bit about the purpose of our workshop, and we're talking about reconciliation. And another piece of reconciliation is taking a look at how we disempower ourselves, and then how we empower ourselves, how we create our life and our space and our relationships with ourselves, with each other, and with the world. So we have this circle over here, and then in the middle is you, and you is what brings you here, and what our main relationship that we have in life is with us first. So we have you in the middle, and then we also have what we're going to learn about is what our relationship is. What kind of relationship do we have with ourselves? And is it how is it, like, are we being kind to ourselves? How is it that we are being respectful to ourselves? How is it that we are being honest with ourselves? How is it that we treat ourselves? Is our relationship that we have with us? So that's what we're going to look at over the next 4 days, is what is our relationship with ourselves entail? What does it include? What kind of messages, that we have for ourselves? We're going to look at that. And then the next relationship that we have is our relationship with others. So taking a look at what that relationship is like. Do we share ourselves completely with other people, or do we hold back? Do we only show only maybe if we looked at ourselves as being 100% person, and how we show, do we show 100% of ourselves to other people? Do we show 100% of what I'm feeling or thinking, with other people? Am I feeling 100% free in expression of my thoughts and feelings with people? Or maybe is it I only share 50% of me because I don't want to take the risk sometimes of sharing the 100% of me, because maybe if I shared 100% of me, I don't know, maybe if you would like me. So we're going to be looking at that, our relationship with other people, and how that forms, and then we go with our next relationship that we have, that is established, is our relationship with life. And then what our relationship with life looks like is, do we have any secrets that we just hold for ourselves will impact our relationship that we have with life? Do we find ourselves where we're very controlling about ourselves in our day? Do we need to controlling in the sense that we got to have everything all laid out and figured out before we leave for our day? Or what does that look like? And then with our relationship with life is also looking at our past. How do we live within our past, and then within our present, and within our future? So we're also going to be looking at our relationship with life. So over the next 4 days, that's what we're going to be looking into. We're going to be looking into our relationship with ourselves, what our relationship is about with others, and what our relationship is with life. And in our workshop, and we're going to you're going to recognize that there is a process of a beginning, a middle, and an end. And then so even with everything has a beginning, a middle, and an end. And in the 4 days, we'll have a beginning, which is today. Our middle is going to be like maybe about the afternoon of Tuesday, and then the end will be on Thursday. Our beginning and a middle in the day will be the beginning, the opening. We'll have a break and lunch is the middle, and then our end is our closing. So every day we're also going to have a closing to wrap up our day with each other. So okay, so that's a little bit of a core piece of what we're going to be doing over the next 4 days. Is we'll be looking at that, our relationship, how we establish our relationship with ourselves, with others, and with life. So the next thing I want to just go over is this flip chart that we have here, and it's called the promises. And what the promises are is that I want to, and I am promising to you that you're going to discover about yourself of where you give up your power, your choice, your freedom. You're going to discover this over the next 4 years, your expression of yourself, and what keeps you from having your personal power, and how to have personal power show up in your life. So this is what we're promising to you. That's pretty cool. Over the next 4 days, you're going to learn about how you give up your personal power. And it's important that we figure that out, to figure out how it is that we give up our power so that we can discover how we can regain our personal power and our freedom. All right, so that's our promises that we have for you. This next little piece, and anybody else want to talk about that a little bit more? Any questions? Maybe, if we go over, a little bit a discussion of what is personal power to you? What is personal power anyway? So we'll have a little conversation. Thanks for all that interaction and conversation, and to get excited about these next 4 days that we're going to have together. Next we have this flip chart I wanted to share with you, just to clarify what this workshop isn't. This workshop it's not therapy, it's not dredging up the past, it's not religion, it's not psychology, it's not a how to cope with life, but what it is. Now we want to hear about what it is. What it is about you, discovering you, so that you can become aware and empowered about how to thrive and not just survive. We want to be able to be feeling empowered, feeling that freedom, and that happiness, that joy in life, and that's thriving. So thank you everybody. We're gonna get ready for a break after our discussion, and that's what we're going to be doing a lot over this next 4 days. Again, the more that you participate and contribute to the process, the more that you'll get out of it, the more that you bring yourself here with an open mind, and to be curious and excited about there's something that's exciting about life that maybe you haven't truly connected with and discovered yet, and we're going to help you come to that place and space of discovery that there's maybe happiness already, but if you know happiness already and you're here, you're going to even know more happiness. So this is what we're going to be doing over the next 4 days, and I'm really excited and looking forward to more of our conversations that we have. And all right, okay, thank you.